Hey girl, Sharita Deloach here, and let's talk about something that might bring you a sigh of relief. Okay? You don't need to start from scratch. You don't have to. Okay? If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. You need a system. Because truthfully, that's what changed everything for me. I used to believe that in order to be successful online, I had to build everything from the ground up. New offers, new content, new funnels, new strategies. But I was just busy. I wasn't productive. I wasn't making money doing all those things. Because when you focus on doing all the things, about time you create that ebook or create that course, you tired. Okay, and then you got to worry about how to market. No, I want to shift. I want to shift something for you. This is why I put more focus on creating content than creating from scratch, and I love leveraging digital products, courses, anything that's already done for me that I know will be a benefit to the soft life girlies, I'm gonna sell it. Okay, that's me. Okay. Once I stopped trying to build from scratch and I started building with structure, I got peace that surpasses all understanding. Okay. My income is very stable. Okay. And my business finally feels soft. This is why I'm an advocate of building a soft life business. And I'm going to scream to the rooftop that women can. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got you. I got you, girl. I remember those early days so clearly. I was juggling a publishing business, client work, coaching all at once. I had like 5 different tools, 3 different logins, and about 20 different tabs open on my laptop. hmm Like every week, I was starting over, new landing pages, new programs, new freebies. And I was still feeling like, dang, I'm not getting nowhere. Your girl was exhausted for real. About time I started creating, I had no room to market. I didn't realize that at the time, but what I was really missing wasn't motivation. It was a system. Like it was a way for my business to run even when I didn't feel like running it. So when I say I don't need to start from scratch, I mean it from experience. I tried the routes for years. I've tried building from scratch. It led me to burnout every single time. Again, I am not knocking anyone that creates or her. I think that's a beautiful thing. I believe that we all have that talent of creating something from scratch. I believe there's so much beauty in that. But here's what I'm sharing. There's a better way. Okay. So many women that I talked to over the years, still connected to, are still trying to create their course that they talked about a year ago. They're still trying to write their books that they talked about years ago. They're still trying. And about time they put the energy into creating a course. If you ever created a course before, you know. If you even created an ebook, a digital product, you know the energy that it takes. And this is even way before ChatGPT. Okay, I know ChatGPT, AI makes things so much easier. I am team AI. However, being online for a very long time, I could understand and see why women got so stuck, and including myself, because about time you put all that energy into creating that ebook, you have no energy to market it. You don't want to market. So I flip it. I put 90% of my time into creating content like this, writing blogs, recording my podcasts, recording my day in the life content. I put more emphasis into that. That's my business, because what I'm selling, because we all selling something, right? What I'm selling is already created. I didn't have to sweat, have these sweat and tears around that. That was already done. So all I needed to do was set my system up and come over here and create my content on a daily basis. everything really, really changed when I stopped saying I'll figure it out and start saying I'll go ahead and set that up. Like literally, I'll set that up. My mentor sent me an email last week, and she was like, I have this digital guide that that I'm selling. Not only am I selling this digital guide, she it was a guide that was already created. All she did was added, some more wording to it, made it really sustainable. She said, you can have this too, and you can sell it, and you can give your people the opportunity to resell it as well. You see what I mean? And instead of me saying, oh, I got to figure out how to create this guide. No, I said, let me set that up. I set it up like within an hour, less than an hour. I took the guide, put it on my Beacon store, and it's there now. Go to mysoftlife.biz.com and you'll see how to set up your soft life business guide. And go grab it too. Okay, it's only $89. And when you get it, you can take that same guide, okay, and change the name. I changed the name to, because what she sold me, she had a different name. A lot of things was different. I changed the name. I changed the colors. I changed a lot of the pictures. I added my oomph to it. It took me probably 30 minutes, set it up in my Beacon store, and it makes me money. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want more women to realize, that there's nothing wrong with creating from scratch, but if you're in a place where you don't know how to, this is the fastest way to do it. Another thing I do is I started using simple systems. Like I use Systeme.io for automation. I use Beacons for my link in bio that puts everything there for me. I use Trello for structure. I use ChatGPT for content support. I didn't realize how much of my time was going towards those tiny repetitive tasks that I could have easily automated and made it easy. So now when a woman joins my newsletter, my system, it sends her the welcome email, the resources, the next step, without me touching a thing. So when someone invests in my digital franchise business, the payment, the confirmation, the course, all is being delivered while I'm making breakfast, while I'm making dinner, while I'm resting. This is not about being lazy. This is about strategy. It's about wisdom, because systems don't replace your work. Okay. You got to still do the work, but they make it so much easier to do. It's so much easier to do. When I say we're living in one of the best times, we really are. We really are. And here's what I noticed, especially with women like us who've been doing this for a while. We're nurturers, right? We're creators. You can't take that from us. We love building from the ground up because it feels personal, right? But sometimes that same creative spirit keeps us stuck in start over mode. I know it did for me. We'll tell ourselves, I'll launch again when I finish this new thing. I'll start posting again once the website is ready. Have you said that, child? Yes. And then months go by. No money made. The truth is, starting from scratch keeps you busy. It does. But a system keeps you paid. So now what I use is what I call my Soft Life CEO Blueprint. I created that. This is my 5-part system for building a business that pays me daily and protects my peace. It's simple, it's repeatable, and it keeps me in that rhythm that I love. So I show up every day in my business with gladness, creating content. That's what I do for a living. I create content because how I make money, what I'm selling, it's already done. It's already done. It's been done. I don't even have to add anything to it. It's done. Okay. And I get to make money on autopilot because I take the time to create videos like these, to create day in the life videos, to create the content so that my content lives on and on. This is why I love this rhythm I'm on when I'm teaching women around assets and these things. I'm getting ready to get into that. Show you how this looks in my world, okay? My Soft Life CEO Blueprint has 5 pieces, all right? The brand, who I am and how I show up. I also have assets, what makes me money daily. And then I also have systems, the automation that gives me peace. And then I have a daily rhythm. This is how I live and how I flow every day. And of course, growth. Okay. The mindset, the mentorship that really helps me to expand. Everything I do falls somewhere inside the system I created. If that doesn't fit one of the five, then I don't do it. Simple. And that right there keeps me grounded, keeps me on track. It keeps me showing up consistently. Because the moment you stop building random things and start building within a framework, your business stop feeling like it's chaotic all the time, and you really start to love your business. You get to love what you get to do. Okay. So let me give you an example. All right. I'm going to paint a picture for you. Okay. So my system runs while I live, while I'm walking, homeschooling, praying, or even cooking dinner. My emails go out, my videos post, because I do my videos on a daily basis, and sales come in. So I don't rush, I don't chase people, places, or things. Okay. I just show up consistently and I let my systems do the rest. And that's what I want for you too. You don't need a fresh start. You need a foundation. You don't need to start from scratch. You need structure. You're interested in building your own soft life business where you can have consistent income following my blueprint, then your next step is to go to mysoftlifebiz.com. Okay. That's where I've gathered everything I use and I teach. Okay. You'll find my free newsletter. You will find my turnkey business, my digital franchise business that I talked about earlier. You'll talk about my digital real estate income stream and all the systems I recommend. Okay. Start where you are. Leverage what's already working and let your system carry the weight for once in your life. Okay. So again, I'm Sharita Deloach. I'm your Soft Life CEO bestie. I'm going to teach you how to live a soft life, how to leverage your soft life with a business, right? You need a business. I teach about assets. I teach those things to women so that you can make this money. Okay, it's plenty of money out there. All right. So again, go to mysoftlifebiz.com. You'll see all of the resources. You'll see my core assets. All right, which is my digital franchise business. That guide I was talking about earlier. Go get that. That's probably where you need to start. Okay, start right there. But if you really feeling like we want some mentorship, you really want to go there, then invest the $599. Okay. You're also going to see my access to all free things that you can connect with me on my Substack, my podcast, which is my newsletter. You will also get there too as well. Digital real estate. That's how I make money passively. So that's my world. Okay. So go to mysoftlifebiz.com, get what you need. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. There should be a button where you can, email me. Don't be afraid to do that. I'm here if you have any questions, but if you really feeling like, what, you don't mind answering the questions, go ahead and comment below. Okay. I will see you in the next video, girl. All right. Bye.